believe it's been 10 years since I first went to this city, and now it's time to see how far I've come. Hello, everyone in the real world. This is the voice of the one and only Ragostar 534, otherwise known as Rex, the very protagonist that you saw stepping into that sapper just now. So, you're probably wondering, so what exactly is going on now? Well, as you can tell, my real-life player, hello Rex, and the other Rex. Hey everyone. Yep, that's right. Over the past 10 years, I've made it big. I started off small like any other person coming in from another state. In my case, it was the state of Texas, which incidentally happens to be the same state that Rex is from. So, how did we start off this grand adventure? Well, early March was when I started this big adventure. Or was it mid-March? I don't remember. Then again, it's kind of easy to forget that stuff when it's been 10 years. But yeah, so not long after I entered the vibrant world of San Andreas, I heard about some odd jobs that I needed to do. First, I helped out a friend of mine named Lamar. Then I helped a few other friendly faces. But then I got a phone call that would forever change my life. A call from one Lester Rex, talking to me about some big jobs. How do we begin? The big job? Check. Prison break? Check. The humane lab raid? Check. How about the Pacific Standard heist? Oh yeah, I did all those. Then, 1 year later, I became the CEO of a company that is now currently known as Monarch Enterprises. Named after something that the real life Rex, the person controlling me, knows a little thing about, don't you? How many times are we going to break the fourth wall again? As many times as necessary, my real life friend. Anyway, so, after we established our entrepreneurship into the world of Los Santos, we made another stake by becoming a biker club. Not sure why, but hey, if it works, it works. Of course, nowadays our clubhouse was moved to Vespucci Beach. Why? I mean, come on, a beachside property? That sounds good. Then, opportunity came knocking when 2017 rolled around. Heard about some gunning and running opportunities, so we had to jump in. Then we heard about a new kind of business, one that includes airfare and airfaring. And then we saved the world in December. Yep, that big old event that happened in December of 2017 where the world nearly ended. We saved it. 2018 rolled around, and we had ourselves a bit of a fun little treat. Let's see. Yeah. We got some night clubbing that we had going on. And then we had some weird show on TV called Reno War or something. Yeah, kind of weird. Really, really weird. Anyway, next, 2019. In 2019, we were introduced to the vibrant Diamond Casino and Resort. Sorry, I had something in my throat. And then a few months later, we toppled it down by doing this. Go figure. Come on, when you have a place like that, you can't not rob it. But in the following year, things kind of quieted down. Nobody really knows why, but people say that in the real world there was some big thing going on where people had to be safe about. Something about a pandemic or something? I don't really know all the details either, but for us virtual people, it didn't really affect us. So weird looking car. Okay. During that summer of 2020, we had some things going on. Let's see. A super yacht that needed to be helped out. Check. Some dead body that washed ashore, which ultimately led to another big thing in 2020. Check. Speaking of 2020, we also went to the Caribbean a few times. Robbed a place there. Some guy named El Rubio or something, I don't know. He's some oddball drug cartel leader or whatever. Yeah, I don't really remember either. All I know is the guy is wacko. Though I did hear that the person who acted as that guy is, you know, we are virtual people and we have to be portrayed by something. Yeah, he passed away. My deepest condolences. Anyway, so what's next? 2021, we got a new scene in auto tuning with the auto shops that were open around town. I have one up in Strawberry, pretty nice place. But, then that same year, we met up with a very familiar face. Yep, Franklin Clinton. The guy is a phenomenal friend. And he isn't the only notable figure that we've met, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, 2022. Business activity started to bloom for us. You see, because of the sheer amount of rival activity that we had throughout those years, up until that year, that was like 5 or 6 years or so. Yeah, we had to not do any business, except for the auto shop. But then things started to pick up. We were able to do things more peacefully, more quietly, without having to worry about someone snooping around with a big old flying bike. I really don't understand why people like those things so much. Anyway, so that same year, we got introduced to a group of people called the Police. We first met them out here in Sandy Shores. We helped them out, and they helped us out. We even got a new kind of business to go along with it. And then we had to face off against some weird former therapist guy who was really hell-bent on a pharmaceutical, whatever it was. I forgot what it was. But then, that following year, we became mercenaries, working with a group of notable people, such as Charlie Reed, Rooster, and the others, we formed an awesome ragtag team of mates. And together, we pretty much forced out the Merryweather people, even though they're still around somehow. Yeah, I don't really understand it either. Then that same year, in December, we undertook a big job. What kind of big job? You get when you rob vehicles from certain people and end up either selling them, scrapping them, or even keeping them on some occasions. Well, here's what you get. You get a salvage yard for all your underground needs. Well, almost all. And that leads us to 2024. Last year. Last year was a very weird time of year. Where do I even begin? We became bounty hunters in June, only for the following day to be met with grief because the person controlling me, my favorite real-life human, had tragically lost a family. May she rest in peace. He's still never here. Getting back to a lighter topic, that same year in December, we helped a former FIB agent, do some less than illicit activities. Yeah, we basically did a lot of robberies and stuff. We even did one kind of recently. But that leads us to this year. Let's see, we acquired a car wash, a dispensary place, and a Hilly Tools place. And we managed to, have a good stake in I'll just say this. Those places are not easy to maintain, so we kind of just cut our losses. But that leads us to now. You're probably wondering, what is it now? Well, we'll find out. Because we have one thing to show you. Actually, three things. Because let's just say that in the months leading up to this month, my player here, Rex, has been doing something quite extraordinary. He had amassed $41 million in counting in order to prepare for quite possibly the sunsetting of this grand event. Sure enough, as you're about to see, it's all paid off. I see something up there. You guys want to see it? Sure you do. The good thing is, not too far. So, you guys ready to see the results of our hard work and dazzling efforts? Because we got 3 of them. That's right, 3 of these damn things. We're about to see what our spoils are. So, who's ready for a new place to live? A safe house in the hills, if you will. Believe me, if you might. The best part is, it's all because of you guys. Yeah. I have a friend who I met just today who told me about this place. And so I thought, why not take ownership? So I did. Welcome everyone to
Hello, sir.
our humble abode. Well, one of the three. Yep. In the words of one Raph DeAngelis, we got a big fuck you mansion. Not just one, though. 3 of them. This is one of them, and I bought it purely because of a good friend of mine. And you're about to see just how much this hard work has paid off.
Hi.
That was one of these dazzling properties. But there's still 2 others that you need to see. And trust me, they're a sight to behold. That house right there used to belong to Devin Weston. Yeah, that guy. Nobody really liked him. He's kind of a snob, a dick, asshole, whatever you want to call him. But now the only name he has is Dead. And now, we own that property. Again, just despite him from beyond the grave. But that's not the only place we have. We have 2 others. I'm saving my favorite for last. The next one is next to a well-known friend. Calls himself the Mini Madrasso, according to one Hobble. And, well, I think it's about time that you, see what that place looks like. second property. Speaking of him, hello, Miguel. Yeah, let me just say this. Ever since people heard about a place like this, people were in love with this place.
Welcome home, sir.
Ship that goes fast and gets you vapid pussy.
Yep, I got my own little companions. But, that's not all. Oh no. Because now, it's time for the piece de la resistance. I said that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, you did. The piece de resistance. Yes. We're almost there. That wasn't very nice. Anyway, we can get this thing fixed up.
Hi! Greetings, sir. Hi!
Hey, Fenrir. Yep. This is it. This was actually the first place I bought before I decided to get all three. And the best part is, I still had some spending money left over. And that's pretty good. Of course, even after all that, after I helped a few familiar faces, I also took the opportunity to splurge a little bit by buying myself a new set of wheels. And no, it's not the Enos. Nope. So, what do you think? Not half bad for someone who's been spending 10 years in this place. You know what? There's a lot of things I've done. Some good, some bad. Some to help people, some to hurt people. But all things led to one thing. Being the king this time. So, I hear that Leonida is pretty nice this time of year. Maybe I'll go next year. Unless something pops up, but I don't know. Oh, and if there's a guy out there by the name of Vice Faber, I'm watching you. But with that said, I think that'll just about cover this little tour of mine. I told you everything there is to know about my treacherous trips out here, and the person controlling me, well, let's just say that he's more than happy with what he's got. So, until we see each other again, catch you later.